So, good afternoon to all of you. Nice to see you back after 1 month without any update. But there are a lot of things that I would like to share with you. But before the new updates and everything that we have to communicate, I would like to just to move a bit to about the Fevr staking and how it was working, how successful it was, what is still missing, and so let me just share my screen. Let's see if it is to where, yeah, exactly. So here I am. So regarding to Fevr staking, this is the domain fevrstaking.com. We are linking also Fevr staking to our official website, but basically, yeah, let me see if the camera is here. How is it looking at the moment? Yeah, I think yeah, sounds perfect. Okay, so regarding to Fevr staking, the biggest pool was more or less closed in 25 minutes, and I have to say thank you to everybody who has more than 1 million Fevr tokens to collaborate here. And in the one that the maximum is 120,000, of course there are still almost 13 million tokens ready to be staked. So yeah, I would like to invite you to also try out for those who didn't try the Fevr staking yet, because it was a product that I think we put in a market without any technical issue, without anything as a problem. So it was a very successful thing. New staking pools will come in the next month, and basically what we will do is to engage the pools with the number of NFTs that you have. So for the next ones, to get a better APR and to stake in the next ones, you will need to have 10 to 50 to 100 NFTs and so on. So for you to achieve better pools, of course, you need to have some more NFTs. To move forward and going straight forward to the point. Okay, only camera. The first thing that I want to speak about, and today I'm going to speak about two things. First one, the upgrades in terms of challenges, profile, and collections in the website and in the platform. And second one, the game that is about to start the alpha testing. So regarding to the new upgrades, the first thing that you will see will be the new profile page. And basically, in the new profile page, let me share with you just a second. Where is it? Yeah. So screens. Let me see if it is going to show the one that I want. Okay, not this one. Just a second. I need to change this here. Open the screen. So profile, yeah, exactly this one. So the new profile page of RealFevr, basically we will activate the possibility for you to create your own profile, set up your name, and of course we are implementing the number of moments that you have, the ranking that you have at the moment with the number of NFTs that you are collecting, and how many points are you missing to the next level to increase your level. So there will be multiple leaderboards, and we are also rebuilding your the page with the collection, transaction, achievements, and rewards. So also in the top menu, we are going to have the staking and the tab challenges. In the profile, it will be no more only your public key of your wallet, but each wallet will have, each user will have their own level, the number of NFTs, the collections, and everything else. And I think, you know, the looking will be super cool and will be really much better for you to interact with the platform. But besides that, I want also move to the achievements. So basically, this will be the place where you will be able to be a NFT collector level 1, level multiple of them, multiple challenges and achievements that you are going to be able to have. And third one, of course, you know, the type of achievements that you will be able to be. So there will be multiple bars that you will have to collect, and after that, of course, there will be the rewards. The rewards, I'm not going to reveal them because that should be a surprise when we deploy this new product. Regarding to this new product, also important to say, it will be during the next weeks. So the first upgrade that you will see will be the badges, and that should be live by today or tomorrow. And all of them, week by week, we are going to deploy everything to have the best and as smooth as possible experience to all of you. Now let me read here the chat. Argentina, bullish or good, AFT, okay. Let me check Telegram channel 2. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, now, regarding to the game, we have been brainstorming a lot in the last couple of 4 months, but for me, most important thing is to deliver the game as fast as possible, and that's why we mixed up a version of an inspiration about a bit of Hearthstone, a bit of Magic the Gathering, a bit of Gods Unchained, because they have done a marvelous job integrating Unity with blockchain and all the wallets at the same time. And I'm going to reveal like a sneak peek of what we are going to about to deploy. And the process about this will be very simple. We are going to create an alpha testing internal and with the people more around, more connected with us. This alpha testing will open a stage 2 with more people will be able to start to try out the game and help us to fix eventual bugs, test the game mechanics and everything. Then we have the beta staging where we are going to open the beta to all of you, each one of you. So and that should take around 15 to 30 days, and after that we go public. So a game is something that takes, as you know, quite a few time to develop. It's not a website or a smart contract. It's much more than that. And in terms of graphic design, UI UX, backend integration, blockchain integration, token integration, all of that takes time. But to make sure that we don't have that much bugs, and at the same time that we have the opportunity to the community to participate in the game development and improve the features as best as possible, we are going to do this. Half a stage 1 internal, half a stage 2 a bit more people in our circle, beta public to everybody, and then we go live production. So I'm going to share my screen here once again. As you know, I'm not the best streamer ever, and I don't want to be, but as long as this works, it should be fine. So regarding to the screens about the game, I think you can see everything. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, just 1 second. Yeah, I think it's very clear. So you will have more or less a 40 NFTs deck. That deck will go in the field. You will have to set up a strategy with a goalkeeper, with defenders, midfielders, and attackers. And with those attackers, you are going to play against, your friend or any other person who's playing also online. The idea is not to create only a one-on-one game, but also with a version of 2 versus 2 and 5 versus 5. And the 5 versus 5 will activate the guild wars in our blockchain gaming environment, and that is probably the thing that I'm most excited with. Is to have people creating their own guilds, setting up their decks to play against each other. Everything will be managed in terms of wagering with Fevr token. So you will need to have Fevr to participate in the games against your friends. And of course, there will be a free version where you will be able to practice or to play just to earn, basically. And the idea about the decks is, and of course this is not going to come exactly in the first moment where we deploy the game, but the idea about the game is for those who do not like to play, but still they want to win something, and they are collectors of NFTs. The idea is you are going to be able in our website, RealFevr.com. So the marketplace will have a place where you can lend your deck. That means that for those who do not want to play but still want to make money with their NFTs, they will be able to lend, basically to rent their deck and put some other person who does not have such a big collection with epics and legendaries. That person can lend the deck from someone else and they share the revenue of what they win while they are playing. It's not exactly as Axie Infinity is doing with their NFTs, but it is somehow inspired in Axie because I think the business model of Axie is quite impressive. We don't want to copy, but we want to take this idea of lending NFTs and put like 20%, 50% playing with your decks. We want to take that to the next level. So, of course, I'm super excited with this. We already have a MVP working. I don't want to share that, but for today, I think this sneak peek is more than enough. And you know, you will be able to attack your friends with your NFTs. Of course, those who have a better goalkeeper, a legendary one, so will have a bit more defense than the others with the attack. So there are quite a few things and a beautiful 3D environment that you will be able to play and reach further levels. So with that said, let me check community at the moment and some questions. Let me close this one and come back here. Only camera. Okay. So before before we finish, let me just ask you if you have some questions. Let me read the YouTube channel. I'm reading at the moment. Talk about the game. Yeah, already did it. Looks good. Awesome, awesome, great project. Thank you. Thank you for your time. It needs to be perfect. Yeah, perfection comes with time, you know. So, of course, we want to do as best as possible, but uh, it will be a permanent and constant development. Um, Good to see you after a long day. Yeah, thank you. Great to be here today again. Ranked matchmaking. Yeah, exactly. Ranked matchmaking. That is one of the things that we are going to explore with the game. And Rebex is saying that it looks like a lot of pay to win. No, in fact, it will be there will be two versions. One play to earn, second play to win. And the version in play to earn, besides the NFTs that we are already dropping, there will be unique drops of action cards. Those action cards, you will need to farm them in the free version. So basically, you play to farm special action cards that will be part of your deck and part of your strategy in the play to win game. So there is the free version that you play to earn, and there is the play to win where you challenge your friends, guild wars, everything. That's what we want to activate in the RealFevr ecosystem. The NFT staking HODL program will be exactly the consequence of this, and it will come before the game deployment. The lending process is only for a deck, or we can lend single cards. That is a marvelous question, Ricardo. And in my personal point of view, I think the challenge should be always to lend a deck and not only single cards. Because in terms of development, it takes us less time, and that is something that we can immediately deploy. But I'm not saying no to the idea of lending specific cards, especially the legendaries. the uniques and the epics, because they have more value in the game and more power. So both are on table. I think we are going to start with the deck because there is a lot of people with a lot of NFTs, so it's easier to do not flood the lending marketplace. So if you lend a deck, it's like 40 cards, and it's way easier. Um, Damn, I don't have a goalkeeper. You're still on time to buy one for a very cheap price. Uh, it will not have unique abilities or just based in the attack and defense. Yeah, there will be the attack and defense abilities, but there will be also new cards that you will need to farm them in the free version. And when you farm them, those action cards will be able to be part of a very competitive deck. Um, Paul Santoshi, hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Let me just check this because I think, yeah, now it's better. So we could play the game by lending the NFT. Yeah, of course, of course. So there will be two options: options for investors and collectors, and options for the gamers. So two different approaches. One, I'm a collector and an investor, but I really don't like to play. I'm not a gamer. So I lend my deck and I put someone else playing with my deck, and he makes money to himself and also for me. That is option number one. Option number two, I'm a gamer, but I don't have that much money to invest. So I cannot buy that much goods, NFTs, legendaries, whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lend a deck. I'm a good gamer. I'm going to play with that deck, and I pay the commission to the owner of the deck. So that's the idea. If you are both at the same time, it's even fantastic. So it will be each user will decide what role will have inside the gaming ecosystem. Let me follow also here. So could you play by game lending NFTs? Already answered. We'll be able to have two epics Falcon cards in my deck, but from different drops. Will it be two separated cards or will it be one improved Falcon card? No. Basically, in the achievements, one of the achievements that you will have is the ones for the players. So there will be 5 cards of each player, 5 moments. We are going to drop them, and one of the achievements is the guy who has all the NFTs of Falcao, or all the NFTs of Bruno Fernandes, or all the NFTs of Cristiano, whatever. So that will be one achievement, something that if you have them all, you will be rewarded for that. So there will be multiple options in terms of collection, and in terms of achievements that you will reach in the game. And that is coming in 1-2 weeks. So I'm just doing a preview of all of this that we are going to deliver to the community in the next days, weeks. The cards will be sellable, yes, of course. And when you play to earn, you can play for free. We can have thousands of people playing for free just to farm those action cards, and of course sell them in the marketplace in the same way that you sell an NFT moment. So the cards, in fact, they will be NFTs, but not video, more like a picture, but they will have an action in the field. What are the marketing strategies in relation to upcoming World Cup that you guys will be using? We are still getting engaged with the media companies regarding to the World Cup. So that is something in the future I will speak about it. What badges will cards have? Okay, the badges will be deployed, if not today, by tomorrow. The first ones, identifying specific cards with specific milestones. So I don't want to reveal that much about it because you will be able in live production to verify by yourself. All legendaries got same power. At this stage, yes, but in the future, if we want to do a specific challenge for a specific activation for a specific player for a short period of time, we can eventually touch that game mechanics. Great news, the profile looks awesome, thank you. And the game will be a third drop this year. Yes, this year there will be at least 2 drops. I don't want to reveal that much about it, but first drop will be the first club that we are creating the club's launchpad. And with that said, we already set up a partnership with one club from, I can tell you, the Serie A in Italy, and it will be our first club's launchpad. And we are going to do a celebration drop because it is a celebration for them, and we are going to do a drop regarding that specific club in Serie A in Italy. Also, there will be another drop. I don't want to reveal that much about it, but it will be completely a new stage for our NFTs because players will be 100% involved with us, and there will be certain actions to bring more value to the NFT and also to communicate in social media. So the trial that we have done with Bruno Fernandes was fantastic in terms of the player career, in terms of what we did with him and everything, and now we are taking it to the next level. So um, that drop will drop, I think, 4 uniques, no commons, no specials, only epics, legendaries, and 4 uniques. And those 4 uniques will have the players themselves 100% on board, doing certain actions that I think you will love. Um, and okay, let me move forward. What NFTs collection challenges already spoke about? Will the cards have skills or only statistics? No, some cards will have skills, some other cards will only have statistics. Greetings from Argentina. Question: will purchase in the market be made in Fevr? Yes, that is also something that we are considering very soon, is to merge the market not only with BNB but also with Fevr. But before that, we are deploying the market also in the Ethereum network, so we can move forward to Immutable X. So, in terms of marketplace evolution, we started it Binance Smart Chain. Now we are going to deploy it in Ethereum, and Ethereum we can activate it in Immutable X. So it's the roadmap that you have in terms of development of the marketplace. Also the drops. It's not out of question to do one drop already in Ethereum chain this year using Immutable X. Let's see if we can do it or not, but that will be a fantastic milestone that is not in our roadmap, but will be absolutely great. Will those action cards come in the PAX drops? No, no, that is not going to happen. So we are not going to sell action cards with a drop. We are going to random drop them in the play to earn free version of the game. So you will need to farm them. You will need to play to earn those action cards. Uh, for those who are in the play to win version, then or to buy it, or even the one who got the card to play with it. We are concerned about the current low demand. Are there any plans to have rights or at least La Liga is lost with Dapper Lab? That is not real. And let me explain you why. One thing is when the league officially sets up a partnership. But please keep in mind that video rights, most of the time, they don't belong to leagues. So, of course, after 2021, 2022, 2023, there will be another competitor that eventually can set up a deal with the league. That is possible. But the historical moments and the past footage, the archive, do not belong to any of our competitors. And in fact, some of them already belong to us, and it will be announced very soon. So I'm not really worried about it. The only thing that I can tell you is that CDA, we already have them, and it will be dropped quite soon, eventually even this year. because that drop in a celebration of one Italian club, it will have moments from Serie A, and many more will come. Are there any plans to have rights on the leagues? Already answered. Can we expect the purchase of RealFevr with debit? Yeah. Can we expect the purchase of RealFevr with debit credit card directly from the website? Rick Carlson, thank you very much for your question. That is already under implementation. We already paid the service, and I can reveal that the partnership will be announced with Ramp. Let me check if I can open the website. Ramp payment gateway, and because some of you probably already work with them, let me share the screen. And we are already engaged with them, with Ramp, and this will be they are integrating Fevr token at the moment, and after they have Fevr token integrated, which should take around one more week or two, we are ready to go, and this will activate multiple payment methods: Google Pay, Apple Pay, Visa, MasterCard. You can eventually do bank transfer, UP, Blick, Swish, lots of options. They also work with Sorare and some other big players in the market. So we just decided to move with Ramp because I think it is one of the most reliable partners that we can work with. We already paid, we already signed the contract, we already sent all the documentation. So they are just implementing Fevr token in their options, and then we integrate in our website and consider it done. Uh, and that should be done before the next drop. Have you think about burning NFT system in a new play to earn? Uh, we thought about it, but we are a bit away from to make it a reality. Will there be an option to win NFTs as well as Fevr tokens? Yes, as I showed you in in the achievements. I don't want. I told to my team that I would not speak about the rewards, even if you would ask. But as I've shown you, I'm going to put it here and share my screen. Just a second. Screens. Okay. As you see, as an NFT collector, you can check for yourself. There is a click to claim reward. Those rewards, I don't want to reveal what is going to happen, but we'll have multiple options, including Fevr token, including packs, including NFTs, including experiences in real life, multiple things that we want to give to our users, and of course have your feedback, because Telegram channel exists for you to share it with us your ideas, and for us to move forward with them. With a better option, okay, already replied. How do you see the decrease in price of the token in short terms in terms of credibility? Yeah, as you know, most of the time I do not speak that much about the Fevr token price. Um, I think once we list in the new SEX decentralized exchange, that will increase the volume, and of course the demand. But to be honest, there is like a moment where we did the last drop, we sold everything, but at the moment the marketplace is flooded with no real utility for the NFTs. And also for the token, we are increasing the utility, but we need a bit of time. And to be honest, with that time of development, of course, we all understand that we cannot do everything in 1 week. We need time, and it's somehow something that we must accept, that the token price somehow goes a bit down. But of course, with the new improvements, the new marketing investment, and everything that we are doing, I have no doubt that the price will follow the new developments and the new product improvements that we are doing. Also, regarding centralized exchanges, expect that by the first 2 weeks of November, it is already set up, already paid. I cannot reveal what the exchange will be, but will be one of the top ones. And eventually, in our roadmap, it is the second centralized exchange. So we already have Gate.io. Now, in a roadmap, it is saying one centralized exchange, one more. But I think it is possible to have two instead of only one until the end of the year. So that is something that I want to put in your mind. And the new centralized exchange, expect that by middle of November. I have here the head of listing of that exchange here in the office in Lisbon, because as you know, in Lisbon at the moment, Web Summit, LISCON, everything, we have, the crypto world here in Lisbon. And the head of listing of that centralized exchange was in our office in a lunch, everything. So we met him, and so it's done. It's just a matter of 1, 2, 3 weeks, and no one here wants this more than me, believe me. uh, will liquidity providing be an option? Yeah, liquidity providing is connected to Uniswap and connected to Pancakeswap, so that is already done. I think we don't need to do that much things about it. If you will touch that, we will just complicate the life for the newcomers. Pedro Alves, yeah, Serie A, exactly. As a collector, we have to mint every NFT to get the rewards. No, in fact, we will have one of the small, big improvements that the platform will have is multiple mint. So you choose multiple NFTs and you mint them all at the same time. That is a community request almost since the beginning that we are delivering for in a very short period of time. Um, will be possible to transfer NFTs. In fact, Hugo, today is already possible to transfer NFTs. If you connect a wallet directly to Web3, you can do that. But it requires a bit of technical knowledge to do that. Still, we are considering to find a way to create that possibility in the website, but it's not in our short-term product development. Piotr, nice to see you, Piotr, and the salutation for all the Polish community. We love RealFevr. I'm bullish about your work, guys. Thank you. Can we trade swap duplicate NFTs with others users in the future? I think that duplicate NFTs you will need to sell them in the marketplace, but once the profile, the achievements, and the collections are there, and the game, I think everything is starting to circulating, and then we need to evaluate what is going to happen. Um, but what we need is to bring this new ecosystem to the community and to the users and customers and everything. But I hope you all understand that sometimes we need time to develop everything. Wonderful project. Thank you, Praveen. Three centralized exchange will be awesome. Yeah, I agree. Gate is not a big one, but it was the possible one when we started the token. But these two new ones will be very nice for the whole token support. Um, Fred, thank you very much for the live and the answers. I'm an investor holder and will be here when Fevr reaches $1 per token. Congratulations for the amazing project. Thank you very much. As you know, token price should be always the consequence of a beautiful product development. But thank you for your words. CR7 is on the market for 17 BNBs. Yes, the project is managed very well. A lot has been done in a short time. There is a very good contact between the team and the community. Thank you. We give our best. Why are you flooding the marketplace? It reduces the value. Yeah, I agree, and that's why we are solving that out with the achievements, the challenges, and your profile. So we want to create a better balance with that. So that is already solved out, I would say. What do you think of vesting of seed investors and the down pressure on price that investors not show fade in the future token value looks like Only they sell and without utility, no pressure from new user. Yeah, Jan. I would say that our seed investors, I think they are 90% with us. Of course, there is people that comes to a project, and we must understand that there's people that comes to a project. It doesn't matter if it is RealFevr or if it is another one. They just go to a private investment, and then they want to exit to another one. And basically, what they do is to jump over multiple projects, and that is part of the crypto ecosystem. But I think one evidence that we have that all the whales of Fevr token involved with us was the successful deployment of the Fevr staking, because in fact everybody staked in 30 minutes, and we sold out the pool in 30 minutes, and the minimum or the maximum was 1 million Fevr per wallet. So I think that was a great signal, and I think for the investors with a bit of maturity, which are the ones that we have on board with us, they all understand that what we have done in 3 4 months, we need a bit more time to develop everything. So that's exactly what I, I give my best to keep the communication and everything. But as you know, I'm obsessed for product development. I'm obsessed for new features in the platform and everything, and that's where I put much more of my time. But still, we need to understand that when someone wants to exit, we need to deal with that. It is what it is. We'll be able to sell our NFTs on Binance NFT. Yeah, Clement, very good question. Um, our plan to move to Ethereum chain and Immutable X is to be able to open our NFTs to in partnership with OpenSea and Rarible. And the only reason that we didn't do that yet was because we need to guarantee that the royalties that we have in our contracts when we secure intellectual property, we need to guarantee that those royalties will exist if we open the marketplace to another places. I think Sorare already has an example of that. They have their own marketplace, but also they are listed in OpenSea and Rarible, and I think somehow that makes sense. So what we want is to guarantee that the contract agreements are 100% compliant, and we can give to our right holders what we agreed, and then of course we want to grow as much as possible. So that is something after Ethereum deployment. Um, all that world will open. Regarding to Binance NFTs, I think, and I'm going to be very honest here, I think one of the things that we are missing today in RealFevr is really the collector's feeling that Ethereum has, but Binance Smart Chain does not have. So Binance Smart Chain typical user is much more about invest, exit, invest, exit, invest, exit, and in Ethereum chain there is the real NFTs collectors, holders, and everything else, and that's why they pay 1 or 2 million for a CryptoPunk. That is not happening in the Binance ecosystem. So what I want to open is really to bring that community on board in RealFevr, and not only the ones that buy a pack and want to sell all those NFTs in the other day. I wish you greetings from small Argentine investor. We are looking forward to the game and the people understand the true value of the NFTs. Yeah, Gustav, let me tell you this. Besides Serie A, we also have rights from National Championship in Argentina and from Brazil. But since you are from Argentina, in the last drop, we already dropped a game of Boca Juniors versus Vélez Sarsfield, and in the future drops, we are going to drop a bit more from Argentina, and not only from Diego Armando Maradona. We have quite a few goals of him, but some other ones. Fred again, Serie A, congrats, but that period of time, bullish with all the players' names involved. Serie A, fantastic job, thank you very much. What does rookie season badge mean? Let me open. That is very simple. Uh, in fact, the team already put this live. Fantastic. First is rookie season. The rookie season is when the player starts the first season that the player played, his debut season. Let's say that's why it is the rookie season. Yeah, but badges, by the way, are already live, so it is fantastic. I told you. Okay, that makes sense, but the old NFTs we will get them on E2. Good question, Diogo. One of the hardest challenges in terms of bridging NFTs between Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain is it is very cheap to move them from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain, but it's still very expensive to move them from Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum because we have to mint them in Ethereum. So what we are at the moment investigating is a cheap way to be able to bridge the NFTs from Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum using Immutable X, and let's see how we can do it. But we don't have already a solution for that, and I would say that the whole industry does not have yet a solution for that. If some of you already found out the solution, please message me because we are still looking for a solution for that problem. We still have a smaller number of users, a small number of users. Everyone should get involved in promoting the product. Let's build a RealFevr community together. Yes, Macias, exactly. Thank you for your words. Being present on Rarible and OpenSea will bring a ton of exposure. Sounds promising. Agree. That's why we want to open it. What version of NFTs next NFTs whole HODL program soon will be announced. The incoming CDL NFT sounds absolutely delicious indeed, indeed, and we are already curating the moment. So it is, it's like if you go, just Google in the last 15 to 20 years who played in Italy. Just Google it. Has the team planned any specific marketing campaigns targeting Italians? Yes, and that's where our partnership comes in, because basically the partnership was with one of the biggest media companies in Italy, and we will have access to PR and communication in the biggest newspapers and websites. So before we finish, we are already 42 minutes. So before we finish, let me just check here. Telegram channel. Definitely on board with the idea of increasing NFTs require a price and an APRs. Okay. Higher staking pools, APR based on legendary epics will be also interesting idea. Indeed, I agree. Adil. Alien banning, all the people that are like you guys doing well. Looks like we have done a lot and still doing a lot. There is an answer to that. I'm very happy about this. Thank you. Serie A, Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo Fenômeno, Cristiano Ronaldo, Luís Figo, Recoba, Romelu Lukaku, Shevchenko, Kaká, Rui Costa, Maldini, etc, etc. I didn't listen. They have the right Serie A, Brazil and Argentina. Awesome. Okay, guys, already took 45 minutes of your time. Once again, badges are live. Verify by yourself. In the next week, profile and then challenges, achievements, all of that will be deployed. At the same time, in parallel, token will be listed in one guaranteed new centralized exchange. Eventually, the possibility to have two new centralized exchanges. Credit card already set up for people to buy packs with Visa, Mastercard, Apple Pay, Google Pay. That is something that will appear in the next couple of days, eventually 2 weeks maximum. And alpha testing of the game will be also start during this month. So we keep in touch. Thank you very much for your time, guys, and keep supporting the project, because without the community and without you, we are nothing. Thank you very much for your time. Still always with you, and whatever you need, our team is always ready to help you on Telegram or by email or whatsoever. Thank you very much, guys. We keep in touch. See you soon, and let's take Fevr up.